Our KCRA wildfire coverage now and changing fire strategies to protect structures during these massive fires. We've seen this over the past few years, and earlier this month, you might remember we showed you the crews at Sierra Resorts using snowmaking machines to try to mist the mountains and the trees with water in hopes of protecting the resort from the Caldor fire. These changing strategies are a topic of a new story from our news partners at the San Francisco Chronicle.
Yeah, Greg Thomas from the Chronicle joins us live. Greg, you found that there are more private sector groups who are deployed around the edges of fires. So who are these groups being hired by? Who's paying for this, Greg?
Yeah, so these groups are being hired by your insurance companies. A lot of insurance companies have launched pilot programs this year, actually in California, that deploy these contract crews of people that don't do fire suppression directly. They don't fight the fires. They instead focus on guarding, protecting structures, homes, and businesses.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Greg, when you think about it. So tell us about some of the strategies that they're using to try to protect these properties.
Yeah, so they go in and they essentially, in the hours or the days before a fire approaches a certain property, and they basically do, they get kind of a lay of the land. They do sort of triage on these properties, and so they clear defensible space, they clear brush, and they trim trees. They spray structures and buildings down with this special fire retardant gel that they carry. They also have different fire retardant foams that they have available to them. And so they just essentially, they clear deck furniture, and they just do everything they can to kind of clear an area around these buildings to prevent them from burning when the larger flame front arrives at the property.
Yeah, the outdoor furniture is extremely flammable. You don't really think about it until there are flames headed your way. What sorts of places are they being asked to protect?
Greg, did we lose you? Can you hear us okay?
Sorry, I can hear you again. Want to ask me the question again?
So, especially during these recent wildfires, what kind of places are they being asked to protect?
Yeah, so it's a lot of homes and cabins and things like that are kind of built into the forest area. But then as we've seen with the Caldor fire, they actually had to protect a ski resort, which is probably the first time that that's ever happened in the United States. They don't protect places like gas stations or places that could kind of create like a chemical hazard, but they protect hotels, they protect summer camps, they protect Main Street businesses, all that kind of stuff.
And in what ways are they working with CAL FIRE and the Forest Service? And have there been any issues in terms of them being able to work together? Because obviously, like you said, they're not fighting the fires directly, but do they ever get in the way maybe?
Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of the crews that go out, these contract crews, are actually former firefighters themselves. They're retired CAL FIRE firefighters. And so they do their very best not to get in the way. And the key way that they do that is that when they arrive on the scene, they kind of are familiar with all of the protocols that these fire agencies kind of go through during the course of these, containing these massive conflagrations. And so they're able to fold themselves into CAL FIRE's Unified Incident Command. So they basically fall in line from the get-go. They attend meetings, they attend briefings, they're in radio communication with other fire crews around the area. So they do their very best to kind of function in a way that supplements the effort rather than in a way that would impede a firefighter's effort.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. If you'd like to read Greg's full story, you can hold your cell phone camera up to the QR code that you see on your TV screen right now. It'll take you straight to the link on the San Francisco Chronicle. You can learn more about these private crews, how they're helping protect properties in our area.